probably all know how to play this chord, but we really don't think of all the neat things that we can do with it. For example, just as a starter, this is a movable chord shape. So if we play a D7th here, we move it up 2 frets, we get an E7th. We move it all the way up here to the 8th and the 9th fret, we get an A7th. Move it down 2 more, you get a G7th. So it is a neat movable chord that you can, move around the neck. But there's also some other really interesting things that we can do with it, especially when it comes to like blues and rock. So let's come back up here to the 8th and 9th fret where we get an A7th. And you don't want to play all of the strings necessarily, you just kind of want to focus on the 3 that you're holding down. But we can do something interesting with this chord is we can just walk it down and then resolve to an A. So how you would think about this is going to the A7th. So if we want to be in A, we go to the A7th, and we can walk this down to an A chord, kind of like a blues turnaround. Or if I wanted to do this in G, I go find where it makes a G7th, and I walk it down and resolve to G. So that's an interesting thing that we can do with it, but you don't have to play it like that all the time. So let's go back up here to A, so we're on the 8th and 9th fret. I don't have to play all of these strings. I can play them, say, individually. I can also think about just playing, say, the G and the E string, although I'm still holding the same shape. I can also just play the G and the B string. So there's lots of interesting combinations that you can do with this D7th kind of walking down. Another lick that gets utilized a lot with this D7th shape, especially when it comes to rock and blues, is this lick. So the beginning of this is this D7th shape. I'm just playing the G and the B string like we did earlier, and I'm sliding into it from 1 fret below. And I'm resolving this by going, just kind of going down that pentatonic scale. In this case it would be 7, 5, and then back to my A chord. So there's lots of different combinations of things that you can do with this D7th. Don't think about this D7th chord as just a regular chord that you have to play when you're playing rhythm. You can move this D7th chord around and come up with some neat lead licks as well.